Reverse light band squats for max effort today. I wore my Predator briefs underneath shorts because I was at Gold's this morning. Did a couple doubles and a single. Here on this first rep of 585, my right knee shot forward as I came out of the hole. Didn't really affect my bar speed or path, but it's not the technique I want to be reinforcing. Cleaned it up a bit on my second rep by focusing on pushing my knees out and keeping them static. Second double here, 615 pounds. Felt like my depth was really good on this first rep, kept my knees out better, and my form was overall more solid. It was really awkward to keep my knees pushed out, though, because of the width of the rack. In my briefs, I felt like I was handcuffed a bit on stance width, which is a bummer because this is the only rack in which I can use bands. .635, my head bobbles a bit as I start out of the hole. It's really a minor thing, but when my head drops even just a bit like that, it really changes the angle of my entire upper back. I really need to push my traps and upper back into the bar harder at this point to keep the speed of my rep up.
Reverse band setup here is off the middle of the top of the rack, single choked, down to the sleeves of the bar.
Moved to the platform for some halting deadlifts. These hit the weakest point of my deadlift the hardest. I tend to lose my back angle right above mid-shin through the teardrop of my quad, and pausing in this area right about knee level for reps should help me strengthen that point in my full range competition pull, which in theory will put me in a better position to lock out and hopefully be able to lock out heavier weights. Added just 50 pounds to the bar for a triple, and it felt like I was pulling an entirely different movement. Whether it was accumulated fatigue or I had just reached a tipping point in my form, this triple was way harder than the previous sets of 5. The bar is stiffer than I'm used to, so it doesn't set up nearly as much, and though the knurling is not particularly deep, it feels like I'm pulling with sandpaper, so I had to reset my grip here. I didn't take enough time here to fully reset, and my back was tired, so I relieved the floor with my back slightly rounded, which after remembering to pause at the knee leads to an out-of-position lockout. Finished off with some safety squat bar good mornings. This SSB weighed in at 80 pounds, which was way more than I was expecting and just felt kind of weird on my back. Took a medium width stance and completed these as arched back for the most part good mornings. As my back was already fatigued from the squats and deadlifts, you can see I used a lot of knee flexion to take some of the strain off my back and move some of the load to my hips.